YouTubers. Thought I would do some more cooking today. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen. I'm making drop scones, and whether you're English, American, I'm sure you may have heard of them. Actually, they're nothing to do with scones and you don't drop them. Well, you drop the liquid, or the mixture rather, onto a hot griddle. So drop is the only bit that's correct, the scone bit. There's no fruit in it, and you don't sort of mix it and sort of cut it out and roll it and bake it in the oven. But apart from that, they're nearly there. And the book I use a lot of the time, I'll try not to do too much advertising on it, not getting paid for any of that, is River Cottage Family Cookbook. And they have really good recipes, very simple for blondes like me. And I'm not being negative about myself, but I think pictures work. You can see what you've got to be achieving by the end, and if it doesn't look anything like that, then you've obviously gone somewhere slightly off-piste, so to speak. So I'm just going to make a few drop scones while I'm talking to you. And so back from my lovely holiday, I did a little video which I'm sure oh, you saw. Must be all the talking on my cam show yesterday. I was on cam nearly all day, chatting and jiggling about in my lovely outfits. Got 3 on the go there. I think that's more than plenty to be going on with. So I was going to ask for a poll. Please feel free to comment or contact me directly. I don't mind either. And ask your thoughts. I'll just tell you a little backstory to this. I think I mentioned it yesterday possibly, or previous to this. YouTube have demonetized my channel because they say it is too sexually gratifying. Hey ho, so on that basis, I'm not earning any pennies from this at the moment. I have done, and also on another side note, I'm unable to get any of the pennies at the moment from Google AdSense, but that's another story. They want you to get some ID, so they send you a PIN to prove your address. I understand all of that for money laundering, but they send you this PIN in the post from the States to an address in the UK, and it's not arrived. I've done it 3 times and it's still not arrived, and the money's been sat there since February, and in about April they stopped monetizing the channel as well. So I have 2 options. At the moment I can go and change every single wording, description, anything to do with what YouTube deem as sexual. Bit tricky, but have a go, and then they would look at re-monetizing it, or I start again with a completely new YouTube channel and build the numbers up and have nothing that's related to anything that's sexual. But apart from me in probably a jumpsuit, a hat and a scarf and boots, it could be fun. So I'm going to leave it entirely in your hands, my lovely YouTubers, as I've got nearly 60,000 subscribers. So you let me know your thoughts. Do you want me to try and change all what I've got on here? It's the wording that they've got an issue with, and the title of my name, which links back to my site. I think that's where the key issue is. But if you are a regular YouTuber or you have your own channel, you will know you can't change your name for 90 days. So I'm in this bit of a spinning circle, like this, going round and round and not actually achieving anything at the moment. Flipping my drop scones over just to get them a little more cooked, and then we can add some butter and I can nibble them. The mixture does keep, so you can always make it up today and use it tomorrow. I don't think it freezes, but I've not tried that, so you'll have to bear with me on that one, see if I can find out if anybody wants to ask. But yes, do let me know your thoughts on whether you'd like me to start again on a completely new channel with no wording, links, suggestions in writing. I think I can talk about anything I do. Or just carry on with here, go and change everything and see what happens. So I say it's entirely up to you, and I will take your views on that. So please leave your comments, please do subscribe and we can see where we go. So I'm just going to have a little nibble of my first little drop scone here with the butter. Now, for people who don't know maybe what a drop scone consistency is, it is flour, it is butter, it is baking powder. Oh, lovely. You can add a little salt. I'm a big fan of Himalayan pink salt. It says add that, you need an egg and you need some milk, and you mix it all together. You get, I'm going to try and say this very politely, a loose batter. Hope that's not sexually gratifying at all for anybody. And then you just put a little spoonful on a hot griddle. And I know from having worked in the States that you, anybody who is in the States watching this, you do like your griddles. So when I was based in Texas, I learned a lot about griddles, and I have a completely separate one that's standalone to the oven. And it works absolutely brilliant. You can do vegetables on it, you can do chicken, you can do meat, you can do absolutely everything. I cook fish on it. So I'm sort of telling you all about my griddle as well today. So let me add a couple of these, because I've got a couple of friends coming over later, so I was going to cook these now and then warm them up, which sounds awful, but it does work. And we just have a little nibble. I've got quite a lot more mixture already pre-done. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that, and yeah, it'd be interesting to know how you feel about the sort of subjects I talk about, what I actually do. If you've got no idea what I do, which I can't believe for 1 minute, go along and have a look at Twitter. I do put my Twitter link on. Maybe it's that they don't like. They come out when cooked like this, a little flat, thin, mini pancakes in effect. Very nice. And with some fresh orange juice, some butter. I know it's not an over healthy little snack, but we can't be healthy eating all the time. I do try most of my time to eat relatively healthy. I don't know whether you've heard of a keto healthy eating plan. It seems quite the sort of thing now. It's an in thing to do, but my husband's been doing it for years. It's something that is quite something that they do a lot of all over the world. Seems to be very popular now, and it's basically not eating, bulking up on the carbs. You take the carbs out in effect, or the big bulky chunky carbs like your potato and your pasta, and those sort of chunky things that really fill you up. And the bread, that is just, you know, if you drop a slice of bread in water, you'd be astounded how bulky it comes and soaks up and swell. Yeah, it sounds disgusting. I'm not trying to put you off bread. If you love bread, I'm not a bread eater, so it makes life very easy for me. But it's the potatoes, the pasta's the big thing, I think, for me, because I love pasta. And I even make my own, so I'll have to do a YouTube video with me making pasta. So, and then what you do is you eat lots of veg, you eat lots of meats, You eat lots of salads. It's such a variant diet. I make lovely Malaysian beef curry. I make lovely peanut cookies, peanut butter cookies. Check it out on Google, put it in, have a little look. If you want any tips, advice, let me know. I might even start a keto YouTube channel, as well as all the other things I do. So, as I've said previously, on other little snippets, from August I will have more time for YouTube videos. So hence why I'm asking the questions now about whether you'd like me to start again completely from scratch, or go and change and alter and unfortunately take out probably a few videos. And then at some point I have to change the name of the title of the YouTube channel I have, or I completely start again. So I would look forward to your input on that. Please subscribe, please press the notification, love to hear your comments, and I'm going to carry on doing and cooking my drop scones. So you have a lovely day and I will catch up with you very soon. Bye for now.